Flash is brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still, fun papa fee.
You're still watching Prime Morning. This segment is proudly brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Still fun papa fee. My name is Roslyn Fairley. A big thank you to all of you for always sticking and staying with us. I mean, today is Friday. We've been doing this since Monday all the way to today. It's been good so far. You keep sending in your messages, and we are so happy. Continue sharing on Facebook as well. Of course, let all your loved ones know about Prime Morning. Let them also have a great start to their morning. I'm not here alone. Isie, do I see her? Hi, Isie.
Hi.
What's up?
Cool. How was your night?
Oh, it was okay. You know, I was telling you earlier, I didn't sleep too well because I didn't hear the best of news yesterday, you know. And so I'm just praying for healing. You know, it's just crazy when you see things on social media and you least expect to know that a family member is that close, you know. So hearing that a family member of mine was involved in the accident that happened at Circle, you know, took me to a different level altogether. It's just been, you know, I don't think I slept well. So, you know, you sleep and you be having all sort of dreams and... you're
being worried at the same time too,
So at this point, I just pray for... We just pray that God will give us healing.
Yeah, amen.
That's what we ask for healing. There's nothing God cannot do. He's a miracle worker.
Yes, he is.
So we are praying that his miracle will take place and we'll see something else so we can also go and testify.
Amen, amen. We'll be praying for you and the family as well.
Amen.
Oh, okay, all right, guys. And so get ready to join us on Zoom. Today we are having a very interesting conversation. You might have heard of it, you've seen it, you've been following it because we've been talking about it right here on Newsflash on Prime Morning. Roslyn, we are going to give our viewers the opportunity
to come and us like we do always every Friday. So you are supposed to join us, you know, and we are talking more about all the issues that have been happening, but I think the biggest one happens to be the whole cocaine saga, cocaine flight saga. You know, now it's become so political, it's not funny. It's between the NPP
and the NDC.
We know that as of Saturday, you know, there was even a bit of brouhaha. They saying that, you know, our very own journalist, Samson Ladi Ayinini, actually orchestrated some of the messages. It came out that it was never orchestrated. Some were saying that Honorable Honorable Ntim Fordjour walked out of the show. It wasn't so. You know, so many things happened. And however, you know, on Monday, people were saying that as of now, if Reverend Ntim Fordjour has any proof, then he should be picked up so that he will help with investigations. Guess what? It happened. But it was stopped. You know, I think that probably where the issue was that, you know, he's a member of parliament. He's not an ordinary citizen. And for members of parliament, they do have a special, you know... rights in a way, you know. They are not ordinary citizens. And so what happens is there's always a procedure to go through. What you can do with an ordinary citizen, you can't do same with them. And so people say that for that, the NDC goofed a little bit because it would have been easier if they had just gone to the speaker and the speaker had released him for him to be, you know, picked up or for him to be questioned. Let's not forget, about 2 weeks ago, we saw Kwame Plus and another person being released by the Speaker of Parliament for investigations. And so it can't be done. So why wasn't it done? Why did they have to go through this? And also, how did it even get leaked in the first place? Because this is supposed to be high security. So if you're going to pick up somebody, how did it get leaked for it to happen this way? You know.
You know, sometimes I think, well, I don't know if it was yesterday or 2 days ago, someone was saying something very interesting that lately, not lately, but every single time that there has been a national arrest by the national security, it's been quite loud. It's not quiet.
So who is?
It's never quiet. So who is within?
That's leaking.
That is leaking. Exactly. Because it's never quiet.
So you see, this is where we in the media space and even the ordinary Ghanaian, we always say that we want government to be a continuum. Okay, we don't want a situation whereby if Party A comes, Party A wants to bring their people.
Yes.
You know, but when you have a situation where your information might not be that secretive, then it gets to the point where you start understanding, oh, is this why when Party A comes, they want their people because they feel their people will not leak information? Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
Because there are things that should not be out there.
Yeah.
But it gets out there.
Yeah.
There are things that should not leak, but it gets leaked.
Yeah.
How does it get leaked? Yeah. It's when somebody is in there and it belongs to another, maybe Party B. So Party A is trying to do something. Party B's person says, hey, picks up a phone, hey, you know what? This is what they're doing. So that's their intel in there. So when people go and take over positions, what they do is that they clear.
Yeah. And bring their own people that they know will be very loyal to them.
Which shouldn't be the case. It should never be the case.
It should always be an all-inclusive government, regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
But this is a highly security zone. Their information must never leak. Never, ever leak. So how it got leaked is another thing altogether. They are investigative people.
I'm pretty sure that even the moments that the arrest warrant was done, that was when it probably leaked, and so they were aware.
No, so you know, it was leaked, and so some of the leaders of the NPP actually went on social media to say, we hear that there is an arrest warrant, so let's all move. So you see, and this should not happen.
Yeah.
It should never happen.
Yeah.
You can't be hearing an arrest warrant from NIB, National Intelligence Bureau. It's an intelligence, you know, they don't even wear uniform.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, so even if they are police officers or military officers, they don't wear uniform.
Yeah.
Because they're always under disguise.
Yeah.
So how is it that people who are supposed to be under disguise, their information is leaking? Whose head must roll?
Oh, my goodness. In every institution, in every family, within every group, you will always find the bad nuts. Even if they make it even if they're intentional about bringing in their own people, wherever sector, whichever sector it may be, you will still get somebody to rat things out. Yeah,
but it becomes a bit minimal. You know, this is becoming a bit too much. It's a security zone. I will not, for me, I can't say pick up is good, pick up is not good.
Yeah.
We have just been saying that we want to see the evidence, you know, because once you have raised allegations, we need to see the evidence. And he says he has the evidence.
He says he has it.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Now, provide the evidence.
Yes.
I can't, and again, I'll repeat, I can't say if that pickup was a good idea or it wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
However, one way or the other, I think Ghanaians deserve better. Ghanaians deserve to know the truth in the whole thing. We are playing too many political games with this issue. Was there a flight that carried drugs? Was there a flight that carried money, dollars? Was there a flight that carried, gold bars? Did it really happen?
Yeah.
Was there a flight that landed in Ghana? Yes. But did it have all these? We don't know.
And that's the question.
So if you say that you know, do Ghanaians the service of just letting us know that, oh, this is it. You know, 2024, 2023, 2022, anytime he laid...
Oh, he always brought evidence. Oh, he had his documents ready. Everything was set. He didn't just come on social media to say anything. He provided evidence to, you know, back his claim.
Every kind of claim he made. From the cathedral to whatever, he had his evidence.
Right.
And so you can't even say, oh, no, blah, 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 you're making allegations. Why your evidence? We didn't have the brouhaha. So we are not saying that is a lie.
But if you say you have the evidence, just show it. Just show it.
That's all.
You can't come publicly and come and stir things in us. And then we get so interested and some get agitated.
Because some of us, we sit here because we want to make sure that the truth is out.
Yeah.
You know, we want to relay the right information to the people out there. And so once you made the allegation, which could be true, you know, listen, there's a high possibility it's true. There's also a high possibility it's untrue.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you help us to know the truth? It's been almost 3 weeks now. We are still doing back and forth with this. We are diddle-daddly with this. In 3 weeks, Charlie?
Maybe too, if there is evidence, it probably has to go through certain procedures. It probably has to go through certain hands. And so he can't just come out publicly and come and say, this is the evidence, this is what I said, and all of that.
Could have gone through those procedures.
So why don't you
know? Do you understand this? Well, once you got to know that this happened, okay, a flight landed with this and that and that and that and that and that, you go through that procedure. You didn't. You came out to tell us that this is it.
Yeah.
You announced it.
Yeah.
Once it got announced, then obviously we are all partakers. So we also deserve better. Give us the evidence.
Give us the evidence.
That's all we have been asking for. Anyway, you're joining us on Zoom this morning, right?
2025 has started well.
Yeah, it really has. It really has. You know, and some people, you see, and for me, I think that the NPP is doing a very good job. They're keeping the NDC on their toes.
Yes.
They are making sure that whatever they said they will do, they'll hold them accountable to it, which I really, really like.
Yeah.
But then they are also making people feel like they are trying so hard
to have an issue with them.
Yes, or no, to sway our attention from something. Let's not forget that the ECG missing containers is still there.
Yeah.
And this is where people are saying, oh, you know what? They're doing all these things to take our minds off the missing containers. But maybe it's not so. So just do us the honorable by giving us the information. Because right now, that's what people say. People say, oh, you know what? Don't worry. It's just so that they'll take our minds off it. But maybe that is not it. So you see, it's just giving, you know, the NPP a bad name. And it shouldn't be. Anyway, I think you have your first Zoomer.
Do we have our first Zoomer? Who do we have here? Akisume, good morning.
Good morning, my beautiful, my hero, my super, my everything, Asia, the golden lady.
Oh, Akisume, how are you?
Please, I'm doing handsome.
You are doing handsome. That's great. That's really great. Okay. What do you want to say?
Fact, you are always beautiful, but today you are doing cute. You are looking cute and simple.
Oh.
And you are limit. Your body have a limit small, so you are cute.
Oh.
I like that.
My body has limits, eh?
Limit, yes.
Oh.
So now you are medium.
Oh,
yes.
Akisume, thank you.
You yourself, you can't see your lens, you at the back and see.
Right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You made me smile so wide this morning. Thank you so much.
Your teeth is pure white. Your teeth is pure white.
Thank you.
Angel, like Angel. Super.
Like Angel. Oh, hey, Akisume.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Today, dear, you let me sleep well. And no be easy.
Not easy. Hello to my respectful lady, my respectful mom, my everything, the woman of everybody, the natural woman.
Wow.
Honorable Akisume, good morning.
Only commenter work on TV station.
Hey. Thank you very much, Akisume. Thank you so much. Akisume, we are still waiting for your name to be mentioned for the MCU. We'll push for it to be mentioned.
Oh, God bless you.
Yes.
Oh, God bless you.
Yes.
In fact, last time people are watching me, they said, kiss me. That clothing is barely humble because the way you do advert for you. After I really had the question that yours, people should be quite come together and give the Kiss Me MC. In fact, my people appreciate you, Rosine, and everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But I really, really, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I'll be very happy if you win. Very happy.
Thank you very much, my good sister.
Yeah.
My mom, my everything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So please make your point for us.
One thing you have to know that if there is not there, don't force there to be there.
Wow.
This problem goes to Reverend Ntim Fordjour.
Right.
You are making allegation that there's air class with cocaine or this or medicine on this that. And it's like, come. Don't run, come. You are the one talking, so come and prove to us. So let's do further research and see if there is something that you are talking is true or not. If you have no, you will not come. I like the way you really started. Sometimes you have to put the politics aside and face the fact. Because don't say your party is on opposition, so you say something that will be disgrace the party on power. Because we, every Ghanaians want the truth. So if you are making some allegations and they say, come and prove to us and show that and give the evidence why you run. So sometimes you should stop the NDC and the MPP and think about Ghana. And I like that the reason say you should not forget to dismiss or dispute the ECG wires or this loss aside. You not forget it. You still remember your heart, so there's not that issue. So, Rosin, today, I thank God that I came first. The moment I came first, I don't want Nana Kuya Mwabuatin to walk the Walkman again. The Walkman again. That's why I came first, Walkman. To do simple, and I know that Nana Kuya Mwabuatin, you should do something simple like this. You should not stop Walkman. And Dr. Babazambo too, last time you called me, Master Planner, what you are saying is true. You see, last week, she get a girlfriend, so the girlfriend want to find a go home. And straight off the line. So this time, I know that she's not straight off the line.
But you don't want to let this go. Let it go.
No, me.
Master Planner says there was light off.
No, if you say something, and the thing is even 1 man, I'll come and rebuttal you.
Wow.
Came there, I'll stand something and leave it there. So you not come again. When they tell me, I'll come and rebuttal you.
Hey.
That's my motto. If you say something to me and even I'm from the line, next week I'll come and rebuttal you. That's my motto.
Okay, yeah. I guess so. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. I wonder what KMJ has done. What did KMJ say? We have to find out. We really have to find out.
It's not easy, but you know what? I think that genuinely people just, you see, that's what we have to try to get to the bottom of, where somebody will say, oh, Reverend Ntim Fordjour is lying, and then another person will say, oh, the NDC is lying, you know. So, you know, at a point in time, it was, okay, if the NDC says it's not true, arrest him.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember, somewhere, I think, beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Even from last
week, yeah.
Sorry. If it's not true, arrest him. If it's not true, if you guys really didn't bring anything, go and arrest him. And then they initiated the arrest. So it's like, in the eyes of people...
But then told us that the arrest is to assist in investigations.
Yes. So in the eyes of people, it's now flipping and it's getting in the favor of the NDC. So Reverend Ntim Fordjour at this point has to bring the evidence.
He has to.
So that if the the NDC really is lying, then they will stop calling him names. Because for me, as a champion in the Christendom, I don't like it when people talk bad about men of God. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I've said it countless times that some of us might not be able to stand on the pulpit to preach, okay? But we have our calling in a different way.
In a different way, yeah.
And so it hurts me to hear people call a revered man of God names. I can't stand it. Anytime I see, I can't stand it. It hurts me. It doesn't have to go like that. Can we change it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Is it another person?
We have Master Planner joining us on Zoom. Good morning, Master Planner.
Good morning.
You just had to come on. You just had to come on because Akisme was just accusing you of being a liar because you planned and plotted last week's light-off.
Oh, don't Akisme. You know, it's part of the game. You can ask anyone last Friday, between 6 o'clock to 6:30, whether there was a lights out or not.
Okay.
It was a lighthouse. Why would I do that? I will not stage anything to come and make here. So, you know, it's part of the gimmicks of the game, so it's normal.
It's
normal. I think it's normal. Akisme is a very good friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right.
Talk background and stuff, so it's good. I hope everything is fine.
By God's grace, we are doing very well.
Thank you. The golden girl.
Yes, golden boy.
How's your listening? Lafia.
Lafia, lo.
Yeah, get up.
I tried, didn't I? Anyway, hope you're doing well.
Yeah, let me see. Everything is fine.
We thank God.
Let me say a special good morning to you and Asido, and then the production team too. A special good morning to them. You know, they are my people, so always when I come out to greet them.
Yes.
And then Ajay Safia Mohammed, incoming MPP National Women Organizer. I know she was watching. I wish her good luck. And then Abanga Hussein Yakubu, also coming for the National Youth Organizer. JFK, lawyer Justin Kodia from Congo. The MPP, we really thank you so much for the quick intervention. You know, he's the one who posted it online, that we should all go there. Because they are coming. He didn't say they have arrest warrant. I heard Rosalind saying that. They didn't have warrants. They said they have the faces of high security profile, so that faces is their warrant. They didn't have any warrant. But as we are praising JFK, we should put the matters into proper perspectives. I heard you comparing Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa to that of Reverend Ntim Fordjour. There are two different issues here. Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, his issue was not like, let me say, illegal cases like cocaine. You know, it's not easy to get evidence when somebody is doing something illegal. His issues, because our own was open. For instance, if you tell me that somebody is on National Cathedral Board is taking 1,000 Ghana cedis, which is true, and it's not illegal, it's easy to get evidence to back that. If you tell me President Nana is traveling in a private jet and he pays maybe 10,000 Ghana cedis, it's true and it's legal, he's entitled to that. So you can easily get evidence to back that. But somebody is selling cocaine, somebody is selling weed, which is illegal. The person is doing it underground. How do you think it's easy to get evidence to back that? So we shouldn't be comparing those two issues. There are two different issues. Comparing Okujeto Ablakwa issue or cases and then Honorable Reverend Ntim Fordjour's cases. No, it's like comparing apples to oranges. There are two different issues. You know, before you get evidence on illegal issue, you have to take time. Sometimes I even feel like Reverend Ntim Fordjour, he has like hastened in his press conference. He should have slowed down a bit. Maybe write to the airport company to get first-hand information before maybe during the press conference. Now that you've brought it out, even if it's true, they will start covering up. Like they sacked the director of the airport company, that they suspect that he's the one leaking the information. Perhaps he could have been the first point of call for you to get something like some evidence to back your claims. Now that he has been sacked, where are you going to get it? So the NDC will certainly cover up. If you listen to Honorable Felix Fosukwachi, all his claims, storytelling. In his video, he said the plane came for technical stop. But if you ask those in airport company, they will tell you that technical stop has to do with a scheduled stopover for refueling and then maybe crew checking. But on the other hand, the same Felix told us that they came for certification. So which is which? In technical stop, we don't do certification. So you can clearly see that Felix is trying to cover up. he told us that those flights were from Rwanda. Contrary to that, if you check the flights, the tracking of the flight, they came from Gran Canaria. They didn't come from Rwanda. So it tells you clearly that they are trying to cover up. So Reverend Ntim Fordjour, I think next time he should take time and then get his evidence. I know it's not easy to get evidence in illegal matters, but he can now at least get first-hand information before maybe the press conference will come on. And Reverend Ntim Fordjour shouldn't be the target at this point. It's like the government is more interested in who Reverend Ntim Fordjour is. He's a reverend, so he shouldn't be doing that. Hey, let's go and arrest him. No. Put much emphasis into the investigation. President Mahama has instructed that he should collaborate with the security agencies so that they will find out. But I also heard, Felix, you the one speaking for the president, telling us that even if he was the president, we wouldn't have given that instruction. We wouldn't have even bothered investigating. Somebody you are speaking for says they should carry on for investigation. You are saying that if you are the one, you will have done that. It's not the best. If you are speaking for the president, speak in accordance or in line with his ideas. So we are begging the NDC, leave Reverend Ntim Fordjour aside and then do proper investigation. That is what Ghanaians want.
All right, Master Planner.
Yes. The Galamsey is getting out of hand. Dumso is getting out of hand. And the 120 days social contract is getting to an end. So those promises that are unfulfilled, please try and fulfill them. And Professor Jenano Pokuajima, as I did last week, we still wish her speedy recovery. We are hoping to see her back. Oh, she's back.
Okay.
Is she back?
We don't have news on that yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
so every Ghanaian, if you are praying, remember to pray for her. It's very, very crucial.
What we know is that she'll be back to office pretty soon to resume work.
We hope so.
Yes.
We are hoping to see her. Our first female vice president. Maybe in 30 years' time, we'll get a female president too. So we don't have
30 years. Okay. All right, Master Planner. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate you. You can also join us on Zoom. You can take our Zoom ID and password and let us hear your thoughts on what has happened so far in relation to Reverend Ntim Fordjour's allegations. We can't wait for you to join us on Zoom. Be in a well-lit space and be appropriately dressed, and let's have a very smooth conversation. Rosalind, I think we have some newspapers. So.
We do. I think we'll start with the Ghanaian Publisher newspaper first. The Ghanaian Publisher. You at home can also join us, like it was said. It says, Belmia slams Mahama over NIB race. And court upholds another press victory, 25,000 Ghana cedis. Cost awarded against petitioner. Reasons petitioners want the CJ removed. Oh, this is quite interesting. Let's see if we know why. Okay. All right, so these are the reasons. Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokonu is facing mounting pressure from 3 separate petitioners calling for her suspension and removal from office. The calls for this removal is directed at President John Mahama come amid a series of allegations ranging from constitutional breaches and abuse of office to financial misconduct. All right, so petition 1 says breach of constitution and judicial overreach. The first petition comes from a civil group known as Shining Stars of Ghana. Shining Stars of Ghana. And it says that the substance of the case revolves around the Chief Justice's recommendation of some 5 judges to the Supreme Court in May 2024. Okay. They deem the action as wrong and argue that it violates Article 144(2) of the 1992 Constitution, which outlines the process of such appointment. According to the petitioners, Chief Justice Tokonu acted improperly by writing directly to then President Nana Akufo-Addo in her personal capacity, bypassing the prescribed consultative process and They also argued that this behavior amounts to stated misbehavior, and they put it here in inverted commas, stated misbehavior. So that is group 1. Petition 1, okay. But they didn't talk about petition. Okay, petition 2, I'm looking for petition. Petition 2, alleged abuse of office and tampering with evidence. The second petition is from Assistant Commissioner of Police, Ayamba Yakubu Akologo, a lawyer and chartered accountant. ACP Ayanga claims he suffered intimidation and humiliation at the hands of the Chief Justice during a Supreme Court hearing in November 2023. He alleges that Justice Tokano outdoored his arrest and brief detention after accusing him of being rude in court. He contests that the action of the Chief Justice is an abuse of judicial authority and an attempt to publicly embarrass him. Petition 3, please, I'll come to you very soon, okay? Petition 3, financial misconduct and political interference. The third petition, filed by Ghanaian citizen Daniel Ofori, contains a list of 21 instances of alleged misbehavior and 4 instances of incompetence leveled against the Chief Justice. Now, he alleges that the Chief Justice used public funds of an amount of 261,890 Ghana cedis for a private foreign trip in 2023 with her husband and daughter. He further alleges she received $30,000 per diem on the same trip. Mr. Ofori also accuses her of spending additional amounts of 75,580 Ghana cedis and $14,000 B state funds on another trip to Arusha, Tanzania, again with her husband, without accounting properly for the expenditure. Now we have heard. We've been waiting.
So we have allegations for should I say misjudging in any way? That's the first one.
No, the first one.
The first one.
The first one is they said it's what? Misbehavior. Misbehavior.
Okay, stated misbehavior. And then we have the second one being a personal issue. That's a personal issue.
Public humiliation.
Public humiliation, okay. But he says he was humiliated, so it's a personal problem that he has with the CJ. And then the third one it was
more of misusing of the office.
Of the office,
yes.
Too, okay, yeah. Because she claimed that he was rude.
He claimed she was.
He claimed.
Yes,
said CJ claimed that he was rude in courts.
He alleges that Justice Sokono added his arrest and brief detention after accusing him of being rude in court.
Okay.
So he was rude in court.
He was rude in court.
So he says that she abused the office by doing that, because she can't do that.
And the third one is using public purse for personal vacations and personal spending. Wow. Okay, this is very interesting. See, now, right here in Ghana, after everything that's happening in relation to Reverend Ntim Fordjour's allegations, seeing is believing. We want evidence.
But he has given evidence. He has mentioned, and you see, for me, it is how he mentioned the other figures. 261,890. He didn't say over 200,000. That would have been, leaving it just like he said, 261. What's on the coins now? 890. There's another one that he says 75,580. Yeah. He has his facts. Like I'm this time. Listen, I am coming with my facts.
Oh my goodness. Oof.
Anyway,
okay. Yeah, so we have Nab on. Hi, good morning, Nab.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Hope everyone is doing well.
We are awesomely well.
Yes, we are.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so great time to see you guys.
Great to see you too.
Nice one. So where's KMJ hiding?
Oh, he's gone on an assignment. So he'll be joining us. You will see him on Monday, God willing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please. Yes,
that's
please.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me just go straight into action. So first of all, let me say a special greetings to Honorable Abanga Yakubu Fuseni, aka MPP Abanga. Obia Bedidi Peche is coming for the National Youth Organizer position, and we believe that he is the best choice to wrestle power from the NDC come 2028.
Because Obia Bedidi
Oh, for him, dear, when it comes, Charlie, I will not. When immediately it comes, and you don't even hear from me on radio, then it means that.
Who did you patch?
Yes, then it means that I'm enjoying Peche.
Right. Okay.
Let me also say good morning to Prince Obin, who is also the Greater Accra Regional Organizer. We are still maintaining him. He's a very positive guy, very strong guy, and I believe that we have to follow who knows the road, and I believe that he's the best person to also lead the NPP front in Greater Accra region. Okay, so straight to the matter under review. I think I don't know why the NIB, that is the National Intelligence Bureau or something.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what they are doing is there is any intelligence in what they are doing. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know whether what they are doing there is anything like intelligence, because if what you are doing, you are offending the law, because you know how to arrest a member of parliament. And you know, this is the second time they're doing this. The first time they did so, or they tried doing so, was when was with this Akotia MP. They went to his house, even when court has issued Is it court issued a stay of execution or something? Yes. And that matter is before the court, yet this NIB operative hurriedly went to the constituency to, in the view of arresting the MP. Is that forgetting what the memoranda which the speaker issued to the security agencies? And NPP too, I don't know why sometimes we have to blame our leaders. But when the first thing happened, it means that they've even breached the law. They've breached the law which the MPP MPs should have taken them on. But they didn't. That's why they've been able to, they've boarded themselves again and trying to arrest Reverend Ntim Fordjour. I believe that the MPP MPs should sit up and make sure that if nothing at all, if they have the power to go to court for this enforcement of their rights as an MP. Not everybody can become an MP. So if you are MP, you have certain privileges which you enjoy. And no state institution should be seen to be usurping that or their authority. So I think what they are doing right now, and they are even defying what the president said. The president said they should collaborate with the MP. They didn't say they should go and arrest the MP. And for me, I'm just telling this BNI people, especially if you look at these rascal guys that we saw in the pictures or videos that is circulating, that they in their attempt to arrest, if you look at the people who are even going to arrest this honorable man itself, it's even called for some serious question. If you look at their looks, if you look at their dressing, I can also agree with those who are saying that if you see such people coming to your house that they want to arrest you, they are criminals and should be treated as such. If they don't want to respect that institution, NIB, that is National Intelligence Bureau, if they don't want us to respect that institution and they want us to also take the law into our hands, we will do that, because we are not going to kowtow for them to always try to use that state institution to molest us, to harass us. That we can't. It is only during this is just the third month or the fourth month under John Mahama, and yet people can't even speak, because journalists can't even speak, because if they speak, they will go after them. And I'm even amazed why the president of GGA president is conspicuously silent. seeing that his members are under attack, yet I don't know whether his mouth is full. Maybe he's also eating peche, so he can't even talk. In Tree, they say, so let us also see, anytime there's any journalist who is under attack, or some journalist who's been attacked, and let's see if this Kwamna Jumfo, or whatever he call himself, will have that effrontery to even talk. We are waiting. We are all in this country. If they want us to also take the law into our hands, we will gladly do so, because we see that this is a lawless state under John Mahama. It's a lawless state. And if a situation where law fails, then it means that there's an anarchy. So if they want to push MPP to the wall, we are ready, and we'll make sure that we'll resist any oppressors who. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nab.
I mean, Nab is speaking as a citizen and not a spectator, you know, and we like it. We like it. We like the fact that you speak as a citizen and not a spectator. So you at home can also join us whilst I have this conversation. Let's hear your voice this morning. I mean, what I like is when you speak about it without any insults. So when you join us, speak your mind, but no insults. Please refrain from insults. Faker, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing good, and you in the studio?
I'm fine, thank you. We are all doing well.
Okay. Reverend Ntim Fordjour is, I think that it's very unfortunate that the NIB people went there in that style. I don't support it in any way, because a member of parliament is so visible in this country that you can get him anytime you want. But why should you go in that manner? But having said that, the whole issue further exposed to us how polarized our system is in terms of politics. And every single thing that we do in this country, we politicize it to the extent that you cannot even take yourself away from MPP or NDC. So immediately you say something, people begin to align you to some party and other things, so which is not good. And I also think that the way the manner the MP reported the case, I think where he is, he has so many channels he could have channeled to. But we don't know the difficulty he also faced in those channels and decided to go public about it. But be as it may be, government has a responsibility to make sure that they bring finality to the matter. So, but government posturing at the time that this information was given to us, government posturing from then up to now has not been helping the discussion. What they have to understand is that there is a difference between politics and government. If you are in government, you are serving everybody. You see, when you are serving everybody, anything that will come up, you have to provide answers to it, and then we move on. I think all of us, we are the right thinking Ghanaians, and if there is a forceful something, we are able to identify. But not to go arrest somebody before we can know that it was a lie or it was the truth that the person was saying. If it was even a lie, providing just information alone can give we the citizens certain direction that this particular information that was given out is not true and there's no substance in it. And we are good to go. But you don't go around arresting people saying that you so like you are going to make example of somebody. Today you are in government and you are making example of people. 4 years to come, we will also make example of you, and you may be, you may be, and that is not helping the whole discussion. So they should take their time. They should just take it that they are in government. They need to provide information and give us the information. We are descending Ghanaians. We understand the processes. And if Reverend Ntim Fordjour is not right, you will see on social media how we will act.
Yeah.
Also get on and also say our mind again. So government should take its time and know that it has a responsibility. Because we live in the government when they say, when you see something, say something. But the reality is that if you see something and you don't say it well, you become the something. And that's the reality on the ground. So if these things are happening, it's further compound that difficulty that citizens are having in reporting cases. Because you don't know when you report and you become the victim. So I think government should look at it and say that we have a responsibility, we will do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fake Up. We are grateful. All right, so you can also join us and share your opinion. We still have some newspapers to go, Edwa?
Yes, we do. Let's move on to the Chronicle newspaper. The Chronicle. On the front page, we have journalists in court over alleged 1.7 million Ghana cedis extortion charge. Moving on, we have health benefits of guava fruits and leaves. The banner headline is Educhum to contest MPP president primary. There's a question mark. Okay. And it moves on further to say...
You know, the last elections, there were some, sort of... should I say there were conversations that he actually was one of the picks for the running mates? So people were saying that it was between him, Napo, and I think somebody else's also name popped up. So I don't know, maybe right now he could contest on that.
Okay.
I don't know. But we shouldn't be shocked when we see it.
When it does happen, yeah.
But the only thing is that, most of the people in the MPP feel that he's not really a grassroots person like that.
Okay.
Because he wasn't part of the party. He was just invited to be a part of the party.
Yes.
And he wasn't even invited to be a part of the party. He was invited to take a position to help the success of the free SHS. And then one way or the other, once a party invites you,
automatically you have to be part of it.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So maybe he was a card-bearing member.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know that part of it. But maybe he was, but he wasn't an active person. So some of the grassroots say, we don't know you. We only saw you when everything got rosy. If we hadn't won, we wouldn't have seen you.
Well, let's see. If he has this ambition, then maybe he has a lot of work to do with the grassroots within this 4-year period. Or should I say like 3-year period? Yes. Okay, so let me finish reading the Chronicle newspaper. We have, it continued with Educhum's story saying he donates 100,000 Ghana cedis, 200 bags of cement to rebuild Edum Market. And then we also have King Zuba confirmed as mayor of Kumasi. And let me take some entertainment stories from here. Where is it? Okay, so we have Wendy Shea surprises student fan at school and promises scholarship. This
you saw
was
the video of the
beautiful
girl, right?
Yes.
No, but you do see the video when she danced to Wendy Shea's song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, when I saw, I was like, hey, this is a big fan of Wendy Shea.
A huge fan of hers.
The way she danced, and she did every move that Wendy Shea did in the video. I'm like,
and she was passionate about the moves. She was very passionate.
Drinks, does everything
Wendy Shea, yeah. By God's grace, she's gotten a scholarship from Wendy Shea from class 5. She's currently in class 5 through to university. That's a promise that Wendy Shea has made to her mother, that she's going to cater for her education through to the university. So Wendy Shea, thank you. God bless you for this beautiful one. And then, so that's I just wanted to read the local entertainment story that we have in the Chronicle newspaper. So that's it. We have a next Zoomer, Rosalind.
Yes, hello. Hello. All right, so who is joining us? Kindly unmute yourself for us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Great, what's your name?
My name is Muhammad Saluta, Sasala West.
Okay, Muhammad, talk to us.
You can see that the MPP is even struggling to have a flag bearer. After Baumia is now becoming an issue for them. And so we are waiting, whoever that they will bring, we will take him and accept him and then follow him like we applaud Baumia. But on the issue of Ntim Fordjour, let's be serious in this country. You cannot hide under parliamentary immunity and say anything that you want to say. So the opportunity to go to parliament and enjoy the immunities does not mean that when you go to parliament, you must be reckless. Because you have made certain allegations. And those allegations, the president has asked the security agencies to collaborate with you so that the issue can be resolved, so that the international embarrassment that we are putting this country into, we will not go into it, because Ghana is the beacon of a democracy. But then, the security agencies want to collaborate, and you are saying no. The government came and provided answers. You still say that the answers are not correct, that what you are saying is the exact. So if what you are saying is the exact, come so that we can all resolve the matter and move forward. You are saying no. So what do you want the security agencies to do? So they should just sit and keep accepting your lies, so that which lies is an embarrassment to Ghana before the international community. Is that what Ntim Fordjour wants? So he just wants to tarnish the image of the government based on nothing. So anybody can get up and make alarm, and which alarm can tarnish the image of the government, then we should keep quiet. So if Ntim Fordjour is not coming out to provide the information, definitely the security agencies must go in and ask him to answer why he should come out and lie to Ghanaians, the rest of the world, and then put us in such an embarrassment situation. It is not right. Then people say that, oh, the security agencies went to his house unlawfully and all of that. Didn't we see some George? What the videos are clear. The national security, we have seen the way they have attacked several high-profile people in this country. They were not saying anything. So what has changed today that they think that the national security or BNI or whatever should not go to any MP's house because the MP is not willing to cooperate? So if he's not willing to cooperate, what should the national security do? So I think the MP must come forward, provide evidence of his allegations if he's not believing in what the government has provided, so that we will all reset this matter and be free. Because I heard that the Damango MP, Honorable Samuel, wrote to the international community asking them to also put their hand in this matter so that we will all resolve it. So if they escalated it to this level, so are you saying that the government should sit and then allow the minority to embarrass the government when nothing untoward has happened? The government has explained everything so clearly, video evidences and all of that, but still they are saying no. So if you are saying no and you don't want to believe the government, then come forward and provide your information. We can all end this matter and rest. So Ntim Fordjour must be a man. He should come forward, cooperate with the security agencies, provide the information that he is having, so that we will believe him, since he's saying that the government should not be believed. So he must make a reason for us to believe him and not seek and hide and say that the government is intimidating, is not accepting dissenting minds and all of that. You cannot just get up because of parliamentary immunity. You can say anything and ask people to accept. They must be reasonable. A minority must be reasonable. When the NDC was in minority, we were not behaving this way. Our leadership and minority caucuses were providing evidences on all the things that they say. Look at the pastor that was having double identity. When he went to court, he lost court. The hiring of private jets by President Nana Akufo-Addo was providing all the evidences that the presidency and the government cannot even deny a single allegation that he has made. So if he wants to provide he wants to be a unique opposition member of parliament and provide things that will make Ghanaians believe, he should come with evidence so that we know that whatever he's saying, he's actually saying it based on truth. If you are truthful, government will even run into hiding. And that was what Akufo-Addo and the others were doing. So he should learn to do it and not just come out and organize press conferences and be reckless. When you are reckless, they ask you come forward and provide information. You are not coming forward. Okay. That is not the kind of opposition we want. They need to be responsible. Thank you.
All right, Mohammed, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your opinion with us. You at home can also take the opportunity and do same. And anyway, I don't know what to even say again, because Mohammed has really poured out his heart, you know.
Yeah, he has.
But the good thing about democracy is that we have, you know, diverse opinions. And so we are having this person say this person say that. But it's beautiful. That's what democracy is all about. So we have our next Sidwa.
We have Karim on. Good morning. Hi, Karim.
Yeah, good morning to you, Rosalie and Asidwa.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
Okay. We're also doing very, very well. Thank you for joining. Please share your thoughts with us.
All right. So, with regards to the issue at hand, we request Ntim Fordjour.
Yeah.
I don't know what, you know, like this country. Are we serious? What did he say? He said that like there is suspicion with regards to a carrying cocaine. He didn't say, he said he's suspect. So he said, go and investigate. And now you are looking at him to arrest him. What did he do wrong? He didn't do anything wrong. He called for investigation. He's an MP. You see, we didn't look for arrest warrant. We didn't have it. We went to his house to do a Rambo-style arrest. What's happening in Ghana? And that guy, Felix, he was saying that they want to make an example of Ntim Fordjour. Like, what did he do? For real? And again, I don't know what is happening. Our media houses, like, they are saying you should provide evidence. What kind of evidence are we looking for? You should go and bring the cocaine at hand. What is happening? Are we serious? Like, a black one, some and those guys. What kind of like issues during the race? And who arrested them? As I saw, let's be serious. So let's be serious as a country. I in particular, I want to Google and search for that plane on the road, like police showed, and that plane was not in operation for the past 4 months. The plane he showed, they were repairing the towers. That plane has not been in operation for the past 4 months. So, like the media houses, like, you should have been questioning Felix with regards to his facts. He got it all wrong. He embarrassed the entire country. He embarrassed the Jubilee House. You should have been questioning him.
Yeah.
Where did he get the information from? The issue in particular.
Okay.
That has not been in operation for the past 4 months. The plane is shown. We fact check it, and we leave him. We don't call for arrest, and we are looking for Ntim Fordjour to arrest. Okay. Are we serious? Let's be serious as a country.
Right. Okay, Karim, thank you for your contribution this morning. You can also share your thoughts with us on our social media platforms, but you can get to join us on Zoom. Our Zoom ID and password is on your screen. Thank you so far to everyone who has joined. We are still waiting for some more viewers to join us on Zoom. Roslyn, seems we have another Zoomer.
Yes, hello. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing well. This is Christian from Zandam.
Oh, hi, Christian. I hope everything is well.
Oh, by His grace, I'm doing well.
We thank God. Please go ahead and make your point. What did you say?
Yes. Thank you for this opportunity given to me this morning. I think it's a beautiful Friday. Zandam here, the weather is too cool. We thank God for that. Yes. Please, I want to do a submission based on
please go ahead.
Reverend Fordjour.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, if you look at it, but this country is now becoming a lawless state. Freedom of speech is now a problem in this country. And I think those who were trying for that, God willing, they are now in power. I don't know why they are now doing all these things again. The only thing the man did, the member of parliament did, is to give alarm that this is what he is suspecting. Now, what called for his arrest? It's not fair. They are making the country a lawless state, and I think they have to do something about it. The man just came out with some facts about a particular air ambulance that came to the country, spent about 5 days and all those things. So what is his crime? And they are calling for his arrest. And I say that he provide evidence. What evidence? The man came out with facts, giving them the plane number, when the plane came in, when it left and all those things. So it's now left onto the government agencies to now do investigation to see what the man is saying, whether they came out with a bad substance or not. That is all. I don't know why all this, they want to divert attention. He didn't promise Ghanaians to come and be doing all these things. He told us that if he come, they are going to provide us with one job, 3 people. We are waiting for that. That is what the youth is looking for. We want the one job for 3 people. It is not forthcoming. You promised Women's Bank. We are looking forward for all these things. A lot of promises. Let them deliver on their promises and stop harassing members of parliament for doing their work. We have elected them there to do their work, and they are doing their work, so allow them to do their work in peace. Now, last thing I overheard them announce that there will be no double track. Just yesterday, the education minister came out again and said a double track will be scrapped in 2027. It's just uncalled for, but they told Ghanaians that if they are voted into power, they will cancel double track that year. I don't know why they are giving us this. This was what MPP told us. MPP told us that by 2027, a double track will be off. But you told us that if you come now, double track will be off. Now you are telling us that 2027 again. You can see the inconsistency. So I think government have to do us some favor by delivering on their promises and stop harassing innocent Ghanaians. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. We are grateful that you joined us. Wow. I mean, he's been a citizen.
Yeah, you know, I always say this, that until you enter somewhere, until you get involved in something, from the outside, it is very easy for you to talk about it. It's just like football. We watch the match, and it is very easy for us to judge the footballers on the pitch. I don't know when to say, I don't know when to say, get on the pitch and let's see if you'll be able to play like the way they are doing. That's when you really know how tough it is. So with this whole double track system being taken off completely in 2027, but then this current government promised that within the first year, they will take it out, they will take it off and all of that, is because it was easier for them to have said it, but they hadn't really gone into it to see the intricacies of how things had been done. Now they are in it. And so, see, I wish the Ghanaians, certain things that this current government would say, it wouldn't come as so much of a surprise to us. The previous governments did it. It's something that is normal. Every single, whatever party, whatever person that will come as the next president, is still going to be a repetition of the same old things. It's nothing new.
I think that with this thing, this double track system thing, we need to get to the bottom of it. We need to get to understand what is going on. I remember vividly that not too long ago, they actually extended the children's reopening date to be able to fix the double track situation. And so trust us that we'll get to the bottom of it as to how it's going to roll out. Well, is it that two things? Is it that they have started rolling it out by a gradual process and it will completely be off by 2027? Or they are not touching it at all and they are waiting till 2027? So those are the two things. So we need to find out, okay, the process has started. So we can say that maybe out of 2,000 schools, we have rolled out about 1,000. It's a process and it's going. By 2027, we should have rolled it out. So we are looking at the schools that have enough infrastructure to be able to accommodate all these children, because the infrastructure is a big issue here. They couldn't go to school together because of infrastructure. And so if we see that this school can have the infrastructure to accommodate all of them, we are going to have them there. Those that don't have the infrastructure, we are going to build it. So we build them by 2027. We should have covered all the schools with the necessary infrastructure to be able to accommodate all.
So if by 2027, the double track system will be completely off, the question here is now, is that would free SHS still be ongoing?
Yes.
Because
nobody can.
One of the main contributors to the double track system is the free SHS, because you have a whole lot of people that are coming into, but there were no infrastructures. Yes. So would it still be continuing as at 2027?
Yes. You can't, so you can't, the issue here is to do with infrastructure. The reason why they were having the double track system. The double track system has nothing to do with, you know, oh, we don't have manual, it's infrastructure. Put the infrastructure in place, and then you can accommodate all of them. So they didn't have they didn't have enough beds, they didn't have enough dormitories, their dining halls were small to accommodate all of them. But then they built some infrastructures in some of the schools.
Yes, some.
So for those schools,
even have some old students come in to contribute and all of that.
So for those schools, they can start with the scrapping of the double track system. But it will take a lot, you know, because who is doing double track and who is not?
Who is not, yeah.
So it will take a lot.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm saying that we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to speak with the authorities for them to explain to us further, and then we can relay the information better, you know. But there's somebody else joining us on Zoom. Says here, Dua.
All right, hi, good morning. Hello, good morning. Who do we have? Hi, good morning. Okay, all right. So we are still waiting for some more Zoomers to hop onto the Zoom. Our Zoom ID and password is currently on the screens. Please do join us and let's have a very smooth conversation. You know, one of the things that I'm not too happy about this whole, especially with our educational sector, is a government comes in, they have their own policies. A government is going out. The other one that is coming in will say, we'll scrap this one that was already in existence. And then we'll try to bring our own thing. And then it makes this whole educational system quite distorted. And a pure example is when President Kufuor brought in the 4-year system for senior high school and junior high school. When the late President John Fifi Atta-Mills came into power, he totally scrapped it. I remember that year that a lot of, when the 4-year system was being implemented, a lot of schools had to try and accommodate the numbers. So we had some old students and all of that. Some people were giving donations here and there to make sure. I remember that in Wesley Girls, they had to build, I think, a whole new house. A huge one that was built just to help accommodate the whole 4-year system. And now, Mahama comes. And then, I said Mahama, President Atta-Mills comes, the late Atta-Mills comes, and then it is taken back to 3 years. Okay, cool, fine, no problem. And then now we have free SHS that is introduced by Akufo-Addo. And then by God's grace, this current government is saying they're not going to scrap it. But one of the ways that they were using to contain the free SHS during Akufo-Addo's regime was a double track system where some will come whilst others are at home, and they will do that rotation thing. And then now the double track system is going to be completely off by 2027. What is the probability that by 2028 this current government would still or would regain power for another 4 years and continue what they are doing, or there could be change of government or change of power, and they too will come and say we want to bring back double track system, or want to do something else.
They won't bring back the double track system. The reason is that even when they were campaigning in 2024, they did mention that they were going to scrap it. The double track system has been one of the biggest hitch in free SHS. You know, nobody has ever liked it. It's been, if we can scrap this, then it's good. And that is what most people used against them, because they felt, listen, with the double track system, children come and stay at home for so long.
For so long.
They go to school for so short.
And now it's become, I think, they do it in terms.
Yes.
No. Is it what's the semesters?
Semesters.
I think it's
so your child just goes to school, and the next thing is you hear, oh, my child was in Form 1, is in Form 3.
Yes.
You're like, what?
Yes.
Since when?
Yes, within a matter of like 2 years.
Exactly. So from Form 1 all the way to Form 3.
Yes.
Within a very short period. So parents haven't been too happy with it. Parents have felt that it could have been better. Parents have loved free SHS, and Ghanaians have loved free SHS. there is nothing bad with free SHS, but the only hitches, there were a few hitches. The hitches are what we are talking about. And it's a typical example, the double track system, the feeding was another issue altogether. You know, so if these things can be fixed, nobody can go back to it. Because this is one thing that even those who enjoyed free SHS still complain about. Yeah. So you are taking your ward to school, you are not paying school fees as you are supposed to pay, yet you complain that this and this and that. So if that can be fixed, then definitely we are not going to see a repeat of that. Because once we see a repeat of that, then you are taking us back to the doom. You don't want to see people going back to the doom.
That's true.
You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
So speaking about school feeding, the feeding in senior high school, well, school feeding boss applauds Mahama for paying caterers.
Oh, finally. Okay.
Exactly.
Finally, we are not going to be seeing a lot of campaign of have you received my money and the government owes me and I have pre-financed it for 2 years and
that whole thing. So it says the national coordinator of the Ghana School Feeding Program, Hajia Fati Fogo, has expressed her appreciation to the ruling government led by President John Dramani Mahama for the timely release of funds to pay the outstanding arrears owed caterers under the program across the 16 regions of Ghana. The government, through the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, has fully paid the 31 days arrears owed the caterers for the first term of 2024 and 2025 academic year. Okay. That's nice. We thank God for Jesus. We thank God. Okay. It says, meanwhile, the Ghana School Feeding Program is presently impacting over 4 million beneficiary pupils in the deprived public basic schools in all the 261 districts with the aim of fighting malnutrition among pupils, increasing enrollment, attendance, and retention. Okay. We hope that moving forward, there'll be no arrears to be owed.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. Prayers.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's not easy when you have to pre-finance something. Yes. Sometimes you have to go for loans. Yes. And there are interest rates on these loans. And you have to pay for the loans. And you're like, yo, I thought I was working to enjoy, but not, you know, working to suffer. You know, so if it's going to start, I'm hoping that it continues like that. We're just hoping that it's not, you know, those things that we start well and then all of a sudden we don't care about you. Yeah. And, you know, we get to a situation where we are so comfortable. And that's the fear. That's it. You know, when the NPP came to power in 2020, was it 2017, sorry. I mean, they did so many good things, you know.
They started so right.
They started so well. And everybody kept on saying that they are going to really let John Mahama suffer. John Mahama, you know, and the NDC are going to stay in opposition for God knows how long. So many things were said. But guess what?
Yeah.
So they start well. Yeah. We hope that they will leave well as well. Anyway, Musa Mohammed joining us. Hi, Musa Mohammed.
Yes. Good morning, but I was praying.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, have a lovely Friday.
You too.
Thank you.
I just want to also contribute small to the discussion going on.
Please go ahead.
In fact, Ghana, I don't really know what is coming of the country. A whole member of parliament saying a suspicion, or said he has a suspicion, and his end result has to be that they should go and harass him in the name of national security operatives, just to make an example of him. What haven't you heard from others during the ex-while Nana and Bawumia presidency? A lot of allegations were leveled, but none of them was harassed. A democratic nation and a democratic party, NDC, for me to say, if they can't withstand any information, or if they can't withstand any, let's say, disagreement from the other parties or a citizen, They are trying to make people unable to talk in the country. The man said he has a suspicion, and he has given a detail of the planes he's talking of. Yours is to investigate and come out with your findings. And the most funny part was that what our brother was bringing, the government spokesperson, in the person of Felix, was giving a counter this thing. If I'm talking of plane A and you are talking of plane B, how can we trust that information? So I beg the government should look up and stop using the security operative to harass and intimidate people. We are all under him. And I think he should be able to listen to our counter views when we are discussing on issues. And let me just speak something small on the Free Senior High School and that of double track. The MPP started the Free Senior High School with almost all schools under the double track system, but it was being faded out. At Savlu, at my own yard, they started with double track, but as we speak now, they are no more on double track because they have increased infrastructure there, and they can now accommodate thousands of students without having to put them in badges. The essence of the double track was to cater for the excess number that will be coming. And the NDC make a lot of noise about it. They will be stopping it in 90 days. Now the reality is facing them. I just leave this thing to the jury to answer or to get their answers. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Very, very grateful, Musa. And you know what? Ghanaians are becoming very discerning in recent times. You know, you can't just get up and say anything, especially on TV or on social media, and think people hold you accountable. Yeah. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like the new Ghanaian. Yeah. You know, I like the new Ghanaian. You can't suppress the new Ghanaian. Back in the day, people keep quiet and not to be vocal, but now they say it. And I love the fact that they say it devoid of insults. Yeah, that's the good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah, I think that those times, years and years ago, there was a lot of ignorance. A lot of ignorance. So anything at all that you would tell Ghanaians, some Ghanaians at that time, they would easily be gullible, and then they would go with it, and then that's it. But then now, people are beginning to understand the dynamics of things. Social media is also helping us see what is going on outside of Ghana. Yeah. So there's this huge comparison that we keep on making with other African countries, even our sister country, Nigeria, for instance, which we easily do comparisons with. So it's very, very easy for us to be highly knowledgeable about things going on around us. So you can't put us in a bottle.
Nope. No. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. We have a Zoom message.
Yes, hi, good morning. Who do we have?
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Fine. My name is Masauda.
Your name is what?
Masaudu Hamza.
Masaudu. Okay.
Yeah,
Masaudu, okay, all right, sure. Please talk to us.
Yeah. Okay, we are in democracy. So nobody can stand up, wake up in the morning, think he has overeat or hungry, and then come and make an allegation and think that this is the allegation I've made. So, and as the agency
take it like that.
You should just bring your if you have any evidence to substantiate what you have said. Just bring it up. This one, there is nothing. I don't know all this noise that is being made by the minority and the MP. I am just shocked. You came out to say this, that. Okay, the president says, okay, then collaborate with the state agencies. Why don't you go? And then you move from one station to another and so ranting. You are asked if you have any evidence to that. Just help the state agencies to investigate, to ascertain what you mean.
I don't think the president said that. I don't think, no, there was nowhere in the president's write-up on social media said that he's not interested in it. He even said that Ghana cannot be a place for, drugs and then money laundering. So I don't know why there's so much noise. And I mean, one thing I've realized is that this is the agenda. And then the media, you are going along with the MP. You have made an allegation. The president himself, the first gentleman of the state, came out. Okay, then if this is what you have found out, fine. And if you have any evidence, collaborate with the state agencies. Then you are not going, you are rather sitting in your office, inviting the state agencies to come to your office and have meeting, or come to you are a ranking of security and whatever, so they should come. How? Did you see this in Akufo this time? Will Akufo allow this to happen? Then they go on to say, Mama is using the state agencies, institutions to harass people. We saw MP Akufo use a state agency to slap an MP. We were here in Ghana, through Akufo and Bamia. MP was slapped. You saw it. There was a commission of inquiry. The recommendation was thrown to the dustbin. And then you are going around. Please, the media, we have a nation to reset. Please, don't entertain these people. If they bring, this is an agenda, I promise you, this is what they are planning. We saw what they did in 2016, 2017, 2014, 15, until they want power in business. And we saw how they distribute the state funds and the state agents. So please, don't give them those, yes, they should provide evidence. It's just simple. Thank you.
Thank you too for your time this morning and your contribution. You can also join us on Zoom. The Zoom ID and password is on your screens. Let me do the final newspaper that we have here, then we move on. It's the Ghanaian Times newspaper. On the front page, we have Circular Economy Project gets boost. SMEs allocated $4.35 million for sustainable plastic waste management. Moving on, we have government explores cheaper power option for Valco. Another story that we have on the front page is no more NHIS statutory payment delays. This is from the Deputy Finance Minister. Yes. RegSec pulls down illegal structures at Weija Dansoman Ramsar sites. And let's see if we have some more stories in here. Woman gets 5 years for stealing Lotto companies 221,937 Ghana cedis. Okay. 3 suspected galamseyers granted 300,000 bail.
To pay, what happens? How much did she steal?
221,937 Ghana cedis from a Lotto company.
So she's going to jail?
Yes.
For how long?
5 years. 5 years. She pleaded guilty, and so yeah. Okay, we also have 3 suspected galamseyers granted 300,000 Ghana cedis bail. Businessman accused of visa fraud granted 100,000 Ghana cedi bail. Okay, very interesting. Let's see if we have some more stories. Okay, let's take some international stories. Nursing home fire in China kills 20 people. We have Kenya police fire tear gas during school drama competition. Ooh, wow, why? And then we have something happening in South Africa where it says unsecured penguin caused helicopter crash in South Africa. Okay, well, that's it for the Ghanaian Times. And then, yeah, we have a Zuma on. Rosalind, we have Daniel.
Daniel. Hi, Daniel.
That's it for the Ghanaian Times.
Good morning.
Daniel, kindly lower the volume of your television set for us, okay?
Hi, Daniel.
My name.
All right, can you join us now? I think you've lowered the volume of your television set, so... Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, great.
Oh.
Can you join us now? I think you've lowered the volume.
All right, your volume is still high.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
This is Ernest.
Hi, Ernest. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm fine, thank you. Talk to us.
On the issue of the Regent Ntim Fordjour son, you are an MP. That's an honorable member as such. You are a reverend as well. You've made an allegation. You told the whole world that you have an intel, and your intel does not fail you. So now that you've put out the...
Oh, the network, okay. He can join us again. Daniel, if you can hear me, you can join us again, okay? So we can have a good conversation. So Isidro, you were making a point.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm done with the Ghanaian newspaper, Ghanaian Times newspaper. Yeah. But on the back page, we have Gold Coast Refinery offers government 15% carried interest. And then, yeah, that's it basically.
All right, yeah. Hi, Abdul.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Abdul. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great.
I want to make a little contribution to your program this morning.
Go ahead.
I think as Ghanaians, one of our biggest problems is our mindset. When I listen to the few people that have made contributions on this program, I have realized that some of us are not objective. We allow our party to decide how we think. I just want to advise that we have to be objective, we have to be responsible, and we have to understand that the way we are thinking has an impact on us individually and on the nation as a whole. So I advise that we will have to take responsibility, make sure that nobody decides how we think. That is what I have for you this morning.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Very grateful. And unfortunately, this all time will permit us with regards to us picking Zoomers. Next week, we'll do it again, okay? Next week, come on quite early. Make sure you are well dressed. Make sure your room is well lit. Please don't come on shirtless. I'm begging you. If you come on shirtless, unfortunately, the producers will not be able to pick your face on TV. And make sure your room is well lit so that we can appreciate your beauty. Everybody that joins us has an amazing beauty. You are all so beautiful. So join us and let's see your beautiful faces. And we love the fact that we, the new Ghanaians, are not being quiet. We are being citizens and not spectators. And so let's hear your voice every Friday when we come your way, all right?